when I was a kid, I saw this movie first run when I think I was 10 years old. The saucer went over my head, and I went, oh man, that's the best thing ever. I fell in love with Robbie, and then all those years later, they had the MGM auction, which I was still a teenager at that time. And Robbie was not for sale then. Because the studio felt they were going to hang on to him. And then about a few months later, they sold him to a place called Movie World Cars and Stars. And he was on display there for about 10 years, suffered a lot of damage. And then a friend of mine gave me a call and said, by the way, they're selling everything down there. Get your butt down there if you want Robbie the Robot. So I went down. He was a lot of money even then. I said, I gotta have him, I gotta save him, he looks terrible. And they said, okay, you want the robot, you take the car. So I also have Robbie's car. Anyway, driven it right in. I don't think the doors would make it, I don't think so. So that's how I wound up with Robbie, but I tried to do as much as possible museum restoration when I did him, which was to use all original materials as much as possible. And fortunately, he came with these great big green cases that were shipping cases, and had all kinds of labels from all the places it got shipped all over the world at the time of the film was released. And in the bottom there was this big drawer, and there was all these parts, and God bless MGM. They had made a whole bunch of like spares and stuck them in there, and a lot of the stuff that I guess they figured out would break. So yeah, I was very lucky.
So a lot of this is original.
Yeah, it's 99.9% original.
That sounds
Woo!
So it is as you see him, and all of the things are working the way it did in the film. So.
Well, I know Robbie gets tired standing around sometimes.
We should let him go.
So we're going to let Robbie go. But stay with me, Bill, and we'll answer a few more questions from the audience.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Let's Robbie.
Woo!
I'm going to lock up this toolbox and give him a nice pretty bag.
Sorry, I'm just being a geek fan. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's good.